rich panoply of communicating institutions. So all of the built environment and the totality of the world of artifacts is to be understood as an interface of communication, which allows us to be ever more intensified with our feelers and tentacles to find each other and get into constellations with respect to each other in particular specific and a manifold of communication situations in order to increase the productivity of our overall total communication process. And that is our particular societal function as designers. We have universal and exclusive at the same time global competency about the totality of the built environment and the world of artifacts understood as interfaces of communication. So that's my thesis. It's quite theoretical lecture. We have to go through a series of notions, but before I do that, I just want to flick through a number of slides to show how the work evolved in parallel to my thinking, and then I've been developing, of course, a new paradigm for architectural design, both in urbanism, large architectural complexes, but all down the scales into product design as well. So this is some of our work over the years. I'm only showing completed works or works under construction. This is our kind of urbanism, which is about a differentiated complex matrix of spaces, various institutional buildings, museums, in particular how they're embedded in their sites, how they communicate with their sites, and how in their interior they have a kind of complex abstract world which intensifies communication of everything with everything else. And I'm just going through some of this as a reminder how we work, how we develop a new level of complexity, intricacy, at the same time legible complexity, navigable complexity, which enhances our chance to keep in touch with each other and everybody with everybody else. Because under the condition of post-Fordist network society,